If you like your comedy short, fast, and funny, you've come to the right place. Comedy Time presents QuickLaffs, guaranteed to make you laugh in 30 seconds or less.
Because we don't care, right? We're America. We don't care about you. We probably can't name 5 other world leaders out of all of us in this room. Because we're America. We don't care. We're like a really boring hot chick that won't quit talking about herself. Just sit around, look how beautiful I am. We're the greatest.
The Mexican pizza is the most racially insensitive piece of food ever created by man. I don't know who should be more pissed, Italians or Mexicans. Someone should be picketing in front of Taco Bell right now. You just don't do that. The Mexican pizza sounds less like food and more like the punchline to a racist joke. I can imagine 2 guys around a water cooler. It's like, yeah, and you know what you call that? A Mexican pizza. I know. Hey, Miguel.
So I learned something important the other day. I learned the importance of punctuation while texting. I sent my roommate a text, "You coming home tonight?" But I forgot to put the question mark in there, so it just came off like, "You coming home tonight?"
I don't like taking my hat off in public, I really don't. It's a very dramatic difference, like my hairline, look at that. And I have a very young looking face, you know what I'm saying? Like with my hat on, it looks like I have a future. But as soon as this hat comes off, that idea flies out the window. Think of it like this, with my hat on, it looks like I might be a college student, right? With my hat off, it looks like I might murder a college student.
I actually got on the LA bus system and there were 4 other black albinos on the bus. Come on. Now, my first thought is, I kind of wanted to be the only weird dude on the bus today, and y'all are included on my time. But then I started looking around, and everybody who wasn't a black albino on the bus was looking at us like we were some new form of terrorist. Like they're looking at each other like, I think something's about to happen. But I'm not really sure what. And so I dinged the bell and getting off the bus, and just so happened that we all 4 got off the bus at the same time. I felt compelled to just turn around. Hey, we're not gonna blow nothing up, dog. They didn't believe me because the other 3 guys were like, well, we are. I don't know about you.
I have a simple formula for calculating a country's wealth. Moustaches. More moustaches, poorer the country. America. Rich. Only 1 in 15 men have a moustache. Mexico. Poor. Everyone has a moustache. Definition of economic migration, the movement of people with moustaches to a country with fewer moustaches. If you want to stop illegal immigration, get everyone in America to wear a false moustache. The Mexicans will arrive, be completely confused, continue on to Canada.
Anyway, I flew out of Las Vegas, out of McCarran Airport, and in security there, they have those high-tech body scanners we've been hearing so much about, those enclosed units you walk through that allow screeners to see what you look like completely naked. And I went through the process. It didn't bother me at all. Well, all that applause when I came out was a little embarrassing, but what are you gonna do?
Netflix, not a real company. You know why? They don't care about their product. Has anyone ever lost a Netflix DVD? What happens? What do? Nothing. No, they just send the next one right away. What kind of conscientious cokeheads are working at Netflix right now? That they're doing a line and they're like, this guy's gotta have season 3 of The Wire again. He needs it now, right now. You ever look at the back of a Netflix envelope? It's always the same thing. It's like, oh, did you lose an envelope? That's okay. Take that DVD, put it in with this DVD, send them both back together. Oh, did you lose all of that? That's okay, take a blank disc, fold it, put it in a bottle, throw it in the ocean. We don't care. One of our carrier pigeons will get it.
I want to stop the war on weed, people. Listen, you want $130 billion more for your wars in Iraq and Afghanistan? That's no problem. I just want to buy my weed at Ralph's. Can you imagine all of us at the marijuana aisle? Like, ¿Cómo estás, güey?
I got a whole family full of drinkers. I can't even get them together at one time because they all think it's going to be an intervention for one of them. Last time we were all together was Father's Day. Got my dad this beautiful tie. Her name was Myk Powell.
My brother got the Xbox 360, and it comes with that war game, that Call of Duty war game. It's like this violent war game. He didn't have it for more than 5 minutes. He knew everything about the game. He knew what every button was for, and there's like 27 buttons in these controls. Everything. It takes me 3 minutes to set my alarm clock. My brother is connected to the Russian space station. And he did everything, he knew everything. And then he gives me the control. And he's like, you want to give it a shot? For about an hour, my soldier was like this.
Although the last time I went home, the one thing was different. The old Country Time buffet restaurant was converted to a funeral parlor. No, it was great, but they didn't change anything but the sign. It looked like a buffet funeral parlor. No, it was nice though. It's you put the casket on ice in the middle, like the centerpiece, and then you just put the food right around that. No, it's fantastic. It saves everyone time. They call it wake and bake. It's $9.99, all you can mourn. Which is a steal in this economy, I think.
I don't text because I don't have one of those plans, there's 500 texts a month. So when I get a text, it like costs me 50 cents. So if you text me some inane message like, hey, what's up? You can expect that I'm just gonna send you a letter, and in 3 days, you're gonna get my letter in the mail. It's just gonna say nothing. Except I just saved 7 cents.
So I love doing this comedy thing. I love doing comedy. Apparently that's not a major in college. So it didn't really go the way that my parents planned. They wanted me to be a doctor. So when I told them I was getting into comedy, they took it as an invitation to create a fictional job and told me to be a funny doctor. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know how it works. I figure it's something like this where the guy comes in, what's wrong with me, doc? Well, I have a good one for you. What has 2 legs and chlamydia? You do. Knock, knock. Who's there? Herpes.
Actually, my favorite thing on TV is car insurance. I love that mayhem guy. Mayhem guy, Allstate, yeah. Everything he does is so intense, He always comes on like, I'm a hot babe, jogging in your neighborhood. Yeah, that guy, he's like, I'm a raccoon up in your attic screwing around. I love that guy. I just think they're running out of ideas, Eventually you're gonna turn it on, he's gonna come out there all intense, like, I'm your last call at the bar. Oh, and you're lonely. But you've been staring at the redhead all night with the lazy eye. And she's been staring right back. Or has she?
The airlines are charging extra for everything now. Pretty soon that free pre-flight announcement's going to be in the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop from overhead. Simply place it over your nose and mouth and swipe your credit card.
But I didn't look like a regular cop like you see cops now, because my waist, I had a 28-inch waist. My waist was so little. When you see cops all their uniform, everything looks proportioned. Like they have like their bullets, then a space, then a gun, then a space, then handcuffs, then a space. Some more stuff that I don't know nothing about in the space. Well, all my stuff was touching. I looked like I had on a child charm bracelet. It was just... Free!
So I'm just hoping right now the way the economy's going, because I'm broke, you know what I mean? And it's bad. Like I saw a commercial that said, you can get a house, no money down. I know, how do you do that? Kill the people who live there and just move in? Ding dong!
Yeah. And it's cool because I lost 6 pounds. Give it up. I lost 6 pounds. Yes, yes. And it's a trip, because women, what do they tell you when you gain weight? When you gain weight, you're supposed to wear black. It makes you look thin, huh? And my stupid butt went out and bought a white suit. I looked in the mirror and go, damn, look like a gallon of milk.
I used to have a mohawk. I don't have a mohawk anymore, but when I did, my mom called me up one time. She said, I saw this guy on the street. He had a mohawk, and it was like really, really big. Do you know him? And I'm like, that is so weird, Mom. I saw this lady on the street. She was yelling at her son for quitting college to do stand-up comedy. Do you know her? She's like, that is so weird, Stefan. I saw this guy on the street. He had a child when he was 20 years old. Do you know him? And I'm like, that is so weird, Mom. I saw this lady on the street. She had gotten pregnant on her first date. Do you know her? She said, I do know her, but I no longer know her son. Touche, Mom. She got me.
They're talking about passing this law in Colombia. They were talking about making it mandatory, if you're over the age of 14, mandatory to carry a condom. Yeah, and the Vatican's ticked, man, because they always are, a little bit. But they were like, if everyone's carrying a condom, everyone is having sex all the time. That to me was kind of faulty logic, because I carried a condom for 4 years of high school and 2 years of college. You know, sex doesn't really work like the movie Field of Dreams. You know, just because you carry it, you know?
Been trying to work out. I ride a bike to work now. I work at home. Ride a stationary bike. Doesn't go anywhere. Because I live in San Jose. Everybody rides a bike in San Jose, and people love it. You see them at a stop sign, and they see a guy riding a bike to work, and they go, hey, look at that guy, staying in shape, saving the planet, great guy. See the lady, hey, look at her, saving the planet, staying in shape, great lady. They see me riding a bike to work, and they go, what an a-hole. That guy must have 2 DUIs.
It's so great because they keep delivering these every 4 months. You know, because how else would you know where you need to go? Like if you have an address, I'm not sure where the bar is I'm going to next. Okay, why are they reproducing these and who is using these? And I was looking in the phone book and they have white pages in here. Okay, you're not, if someone has not given you their address, you're not supposed to go to their house. That's not how it works anymore. If you want to know who the serial killers are in your neighborhood, just walk down the street and see who's taken in their phone book.
Last weekend I had to do a show in like rural Texas, Odessa, Texas. And after the show, this guy came up to me, and I swear to you, this is verbatim what he said to me. Hey man, when you walked in, I figured you was gay. But I tell you what, you are my doggone kind of funny. In Texas, is that how you give somebody a compliment? When I first met you, I thought you were a selfish whore. But I tell you what, you're my wife. And my cousin.
But we do change our name every 20 years, or so, Started out as Negro, we're like, no, It's called no black, no Afro-American. Now it's African-American. I don't like African-American. It's too long of a phrase. You know, you can't use that in case of emergency. You know what I'm saying? If I'm walking across the street, someone's trying to warn me before I get hit by a car. Hey, look out, African! Yeah, he's dead.
I owe $1,832, but they call me every week, like my little money's gonna make a dent in it. Now, look here, Mark. Are we gonna get a payment ever? No, I mean, as I called you last week, I didn't spend the money on school. Therefore, I don't feel I should pay it back. He said, well, look here, sir, if we don't get a payment soon, the next option is going to be for us to get collections on you. I said, man, you ain't going to be the first. But don't sit here and try to threaten nobody. Because a lot of this is your fault, Mr. Government Man. Because if I was you, I wouldn't have loaned me the money. You have all this intelligence. Had you just done a little bit of research, there were plenty of red flags. First of all, I'm down at 50 years old and barely been to school yet. What makes you think I'm gonna go at this juncture in my life? Well, I know, sir, but you know this will adversely affect your credit. And? I mean, again, with a little more due diligence on your part, you'd have seen my credit's already messed up. And you know your credit's bad when you need a co-signer to pay cash. Oh my, I'd apply for credit cards, they show up in the mail already cut up. But
Yeah, I was in the ghetto. And I was at the 99-cent store at the ghetto. And when I was there was an earthquake. And it did almost $6 worth of damage. And,
Kind of friends that's annoying, always wants to know what's going on for the weekend. You know, and they always leave you a message and they give you instructions on the message. They're like, dude, it's me, it's Friday night, what's going on tonight? Don't call me between 5 and 6, I'll be at the gym. All right, peace out. Hey, don't tell me when to call you, all right? You know when I'm calling you back? Yeah, when you're at the gym. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, and you're calling back and you get like a ring and you get 2 rings and you start doing that little mantra in your head. You're like, oh my God, please give me voicemail. Please give me voicemail. There's no better thing in the world than getting voicemail when you don't want to talk to anyone, you know? You get that voicemail, you sound way too excited too. You're like, oh, did I miss you? Damn it! All right, man, so anyway, it's 5:22. I don't know where you're at. Give me a call back, you know, and you hang up 2 seconds later, it's time, you're like, ignore, you know?
I can't even look my bank teller in the eye because she knows how broke I am. Like, I deposited $9 today. She was like, yeah! She gave me a balloon and a helmet.
I have an uncle who's actually a ghetto snob. Like, he looks down at Mexicans, man. Like, one day he went to a temp agency looking for work, right? And then an immigration van came and picked up 15 Mexicans, right? And they took them away. They said, that's right! Go back to your country. This is America, speak the language.
I do a lot of shows on the road, and I'm a skinny guy. I have a really fast metabolism, and I get a lot of flack from fat people about being skinny as if I'm the problem. I don't understand, especially in the deep south. They're like, oh, why are you so skinny? Did your mama not love you enough? Well, thanks for answering the question, can you be loved too much? Turns out you can. And the irony is always lost upon them when they have to start their insult like this. Why are you so... that Arby's. Why are you so skinny? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I can put the fork down every once in a while. Just a shot in the dark.
Abbreviations, they're out of control. You know? I got an invitation. It was like RSVP, ASAP, okay, PS, BYOB. I wrote them back, F you. That's just a joke, FYI. Everybody laughs, but this guy's like, LOL.
My girlfriend asked me that question the other night. How hot am I on a scale from 1 to 10? Terrifying question. I don't know why women are still asking us that. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it right. I'm going to crack the code. Now, I wanted to be realistic, yet generous. So I said, well, you're a whopping 8.5. She was pissed. She yelled at me, and I was like, well, you know, I'm a little upset about it myself. You're not the only one who wanted you to be a 10. How the hell are you mad at me?
I used to work at Quizno Subs. Quizno's bad. It was a bad job because we got robbed every night at Quizno. Yeah, and that's a good reason to hate your job, you know what I mean? The worst part about that is that we think a coworker was robbing us. So I never robbed anybody before a day in my life, but I'm pretty sure the thief isn't supposed to have his own set of keys to get inside the store, right? And he walked in with a ski mask and a gun like, hey, give me all the money in the register, Jermaine. I'm like, how you know my name? I don't have a key for the register. He's like, use my key. He's like, oh my God. And I gave him all the money, but he was still mad. He's like, this is all we made today? And he walked away. But before he left, he clocked out. It was weird. I was like,
okay, riddle me this. How come every time I get in a car accident, people want an explanation? It's an accident. Like the first one I got in, the guy gets out of the car, he's all angry, he's like, you don't know how to drive. I know. He's like, what were you thinking? I wasn't. He's like, you know, you're responsible. No, I'm not responsible. That's why this happened.